Everybody, this is Joanna from Universal Unity. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It's Friday today, and I've been trying to get the grounding with this new move and all of these fall equinox energies. So I'm going to be putting out a few shows today and tomorrow, and lots of exciting things going on. So happy that you've joined me today. Today, just as I was sitting down doing some work this morning and some writing, it hit me that it would be timely to discuss multidimensional aspects of what that really means and how to better allow what's happening in the new energies right now. So I think that that's what we're going to dive into today. If you're not aware or know of who I am, I'm an esoteric teacher as well as an intuitive visionary. So I tend to sense and feel things that are coming at a community or a global basis, and then I approach what I get and what I understand and what I know to how I see things moving forward in the ascension realm, in where we're moving to, which is the fifth dimensional realm for New Earth, Gaia. She's going through a rebirth right now. And so all of these aspects that come together and allow us to better understand who we are as humans, as a human species, where we've come from as far as our heritage, and what we can expect for humanity, New Earth, all these wonderful new energies. And so we kind of put it all together because with the understanding of universal teachings, it's about oneness, it's about unity in all things. So whether that be who you are as an individual aspect and expanding that to the universal aspect, because we are all one. We're more than just these physical bodies, and to understand that at that greater level will allow you to experience life in a much more grander way. We are spirit essence, we are energy beings, we are light patterns, and all of these things meld together within this wonderful physical reality. We're just coming into the alignment of understanding how we truly can move forward in this physical aspect. Because I think a lot of people that are studying ascension tend to forget about the whole beauty of our physical beings, the physical life that we're choosing to live. For many, many beings across the universe, to have a choice to live on a planet like this and to go through the lessons that we do is not an option. So we're very lucky to have this experience and to go through the physicality that we do and to allow it to really expand who we are in a beautiful way. So we're coming into the rebirthing of our own physical essence. We're learning to understand the physical beauty of who we are and really experience the richness of this physical life. And so in doing that, in being able to do that and to move forward in that, we need to understand who we are as a whole aspect, because we can't just move forward with ascension just being the physical body. We need to be a holistic person as we move forward, a holistic being, illuminated galactic being, because we're bringing all of these aspects, and that's who we're rebirthing ourselves into, is the greater aspect of who we are, thus allowing us to experience this physical reality in a whole new way. Being able to no longer take for granted who we are as physical beings, to the everyday things that we do, to no longer take advantage of it and enjoy it and move with it in the moment. And this is what really we're awakening to. It's a much deeper aspect of who we are as humans and living this physical life. So I think with ascension teaching, a lot of people move away from that. There's a misunderstanding, or that we're moving away from a physical life. To some degree, yes, but we've chosen to be on Gaia for a reason, and that's to explore the richness of physical experience in the physical form, in the humanoid form. And as we ascend, as we interpret time to be, it could take generations, that this illumination process takes over, and we become less and less physical. But that depends on the life themes we've chosen. I mean, how many of us have chosen themes that we want to continue working in the physical form to assist and help other planets moving through the same thing? So sometimes it might not be of benefit to us to ascend right to a spirit being when we have a lot of work to do in the physical realms of other worlds, if that's what our potential is. as far as the soul story is concerned, because we have to look at the whole story, not just in this physical realm. So, a lot of us choose to come back in the physical form so that we can assist in many other ways and many other facets. So we need that physical aspect of ourselves to remain slightly solidified. But we are among the few that have the opportunity to be physical and enlightened, physical and illuminated, physical and ascending, physical and expanding. So this is truly brilliant. And this is where we want to really take honor, in who we are as physical beings, and take honor in that physical aspect of who we are, and start self-honoring ourselves, the love of who we are for one another, the love for ourselves, self-love and unconditional love is what we're learning and rebirthing into. And so I got quite excited about this as I was writing it for my book, is that it's a whole other aspect of the physical reality that we're looking into. And it's okay to have that intention on ascension, but if we're too focused in that process of ascension and we're missing out on the reality of the here and now, the beauty of our physical aspect, the beauty of who we are as physical beings, then we're missing the point of us being here, and why most of us chose to be in a physical form, is to really take advantage and honor of the richness of what we're creating. And we're doing that moment for moment for moment, based on our intention and our vibration right here, right now. So it's really subtle, and it's becoming a master of your wholeness. It's becoming a master of the physical aspect of who you are. It's becoming a master of your spiritual aspect. All of these things, we're learning our own mastery. And this is where it's truly profound within the universe as a whole, is that not only are we healing ourselves as human species, but we're healing all of other realms that we're also entangled with. Because remember, being a multidimensional aspect means that we are entangled energetically on many, many realms, a myriad of realms, myriad of dimensional aspects, density aspects, physical and non-physical. So as we're working on all of these things and really putting our focused attention and focused intention moment for moment for moment for moment, and getting ourselves out of the aspect of just focusing on the ascension aspect, but focusing in the moment of now and enjoying every moment that we can of this physical, this lush physical experience that we're moving through. Even though, I've just come through major challenging shifts going on energetically with myself. So, and it was quite painful, the physical aspects of my body trying to catch up with what's going on energetically. But that's me working through the issues that I'm working through as a physical being physical, and also carrying a lot of lifetimes of persecution, a lot of lifetimes of confinement, a lot of execution, and all of those things that we've done in other lifetimes. Being an intuitive and an empath, you carry these energies on from lifetime to lifetime. And sometimes as you're opening up to the grander aspect of who you are, the bigger aspect, you can become entangled with these energies and with these lessons. And then it's for us to clear and cleanse, so that we can move forward in the most balanced and brilliant way, to then again further understand our physical experience. It's hard to understand the physical experience if we're so clouded with all of our incarnational traumas. And I've written about that in my book as well, which is very exciting, because as I'm moving through these things, and as I'm moving through these exciting opportunities for me to understand who I am at the grander aspect, I can write about it. And so those of the other humans, even the energy that's being sent out into the universe from these writings, will assist in some way. And that's the reason why I do, because I feel that the energy is required to be put out there, and not have it seem so weird and obscure, because it's certainly not. If I'm moving through these things, then there's others that are as well, because we are all one, and we're all connected in some way. And so the power of the multidimensional allowance is to have you float into honoring and self-realization of your physical aspect, your physical body, being in honor of who you are, self-love and self-commitment to live every moment within this physical reality and understand the richness of why we're here. to be in nature as much as possible, as often as possible, and take in those energetic healing effects that we have with and commune with nature and Gaia. And this further richens our experience, because as we begin our ascension with Gaia, our fifth dimensional realm, we expand together in mutual ways. So the more that we understand this, the more that we really integrate these things within ourselves, our physical self, then the emotional and the spiritual and the physical and the psychic and all of those other aspects of who we are also expand, which then opens up the portholes and doorways for your multidimensional information to come to you much more smoothly. So that the more we're becoming more of who we are, our full authentic self, our full physical beautiful self, honoring all of the aspects of who we are, then we can see all of these things slip into place as far as who we choose to be in the bigger aspect and defining who we are. And this is the allowance aspect of it, is not pushing one thing aside to focus on another, or forgetting about one thing because it's too painful, or because it's too time consuming, or it's just too, I mean, let's face it, the world of the unseen is a bit awkward. You know, when you first start diving into it, is the things that you're getting from, you know, the downloads, your higher self and your spirit guides, and you start questioning yourself all the time. Is this real? Is this me? What's going on? These amazing, wonderful synchronistic experiences, and it can be somewhat awkward because there's not too many others that are moving through it with you. However, the more you slip into that full aspect of who you are, the more you slip into that fluidity of your whole aspect, physical and all, the more you honor and embrace all of those moments, whether how challenging or painful they are, then you begin to see that you're much, much greater, and you experience those whole aspects. And in that acceptance and unconditional love, then the heart space opens up and the downloads start coming. So that means that anything that you desire to know, the universal wisdom is open to you in those moments of allowance, in those moments of 100% integrity for being authentic in who you are, because that's why we came here. We didn't come here to fill someone else's shoes. We didn't come here to mirror someone else's reflection. We came here to be our own unique expression, to be our own unique aspect of creation. We are all aspects of Source. Those that are not moving through ascension or are on different realms of that aspect or understanding, that's fine. It doesn't make them a non-aspect of Source. We all are. It's just they haven't awakened to it. And we're all moving back to the rebirth of who we are. We're reawakening into the aspect of who we truly are. And many of our aspects are multidimensional. They're galactic. They're interstellar. So I'm finding out every day more and more about the things that I'm connected with, universally. So it's really exciting. My books just keep writing and writing and writing, because the more I'm finding out, the more I'm opening up to, the more I'm experiencing. And it's only in the same level to which we are grounded, to which we remain physical. Which sounds a bit like an oxymoron, but we're here given this opportunity to expand who we are as physical beings, and we can have just as much of a spiritual experience being physical and grounding that energy through Gaia and bringing the universality to Gaia and all humans. The more we open up to our multidimensional power, our multidimensional spiritual essence, and the allowance of who we are. And it first starts by being physical, and that's all there is to it. So don't judge and don't separate. And we can leave all the judgments and separation and segregation of how we label